Welcome to the world launch of 1000 Notes. You might be wondering what it is. Well, you've come to the right place. That is what I'm going to do tonight, is tell you all about it. It's something I've been wanting to build all my life, specifically the last 3.5 weeks of my life. When last month I was at this meetup and there was a fun challenge. It was like, build some weird things. And I was like, done. Bet. And so went home, hacked a couple nights, put together a prototype, and I was like, let's go a little further with this and see what we can do. So we live in uncertain times, and our world faces unprecedented challenges. Climate change, armed conflict, but I think most devastating is the inability to turn your images on your phone into pop songs. And I'm proud to tell you that today, one of those things is going to change. How many times have you looked at a picture of your cat and thought, what if the Avett brothers wrote a song about Mr. Whiskers? How often have you stared at a sunset and wished, what if this was accompanied by a pulsing 4-on-the-floor EDM banger? Well, all of those questions end today because the statistics are shocking. The average person wastes up to 4.7 seconds per day thinking about how few songs they've written over their life. That's nearly 29 minutes per year. And if you multiply that by everyone on Earth, that's more than 12 hours. So we need to do something, and that's why I've stepped in here to create 1000 Notes. So it allows you to make music with pictures. I'll let that sit for a second because you might be feeling something, and that's the world changing. And you'll sort of be excited to do it. You can check it out now at 1knotes.com. This revolutionary platform allows anyone, yes, anyone, to create a song with an image. And if you use it right now, you probably get a 504 gateway timeout, which is very exciting. A limited edition. Those might not be in the code tomorrow. So check it out now. It probably went through. It's the innovation that absolutely nobody asked for, but now that it's here, you won't be able to live without it. So with just a few clicks, you can turn that awkward family photo into a musical masterpiece. That blurry picture of your lunch now is a folk song classic that would make Simon and our Garfunkel want to jump off a troubled water bridge, okay? So the possibilities are endless. Here's just some examples of people that have already created something. You upload a photo, it'll generate lyrics and a song, and that's all you have to do. So basically it's 3 steps. Upload a photo, hit go, and there's no step 3. I mean, you have to hit play when it's done. Okay, so there's technically a step 3, but you get the idea. It's pretty simple. So here's another example of something someone's uploaded. If you just like have too many photos on your phone and you need to get rid of them, you could just save them on 1knotes.com and just use them there, and you get a great song with it. So who can benefit from 1000 Notes? The question is, who can't? Professionals. Imagine sending a quarterly report as a hip hop chart topper. Your boss won't even notice those downward trending numbers because they'll be too impressed with your dope ass rhymes, okay? And for parents, your child's finger painting now comes with its own soundtrack. Nothing says I love you like a funk interpretation of a blue blob that might be a dinosaur. Who knows? And probably an underserved market, conspiracy theorists. Finally, a way to make those UF photos more convincing by accompanying them with sort of a Brian Eno adjacent ambient synthesizer. You know, it sort of like helps bring it home. And of course, you know, there's always like relationships. So you could, you know, write something for someone, you know, that you're potentially going out on a date with, you know, and maybe it's like a little creepy, but it's like memorable. Like they're definitely gonna like talk about you. But you know, 1000 Notes isn't just a product, it's a movement. It's a revolution, really, when you think about it. Imagine a world where we could Use music to deliver difficult news, like a doctor giving you a diagnosis, or telling someone that things aren't working out, maybe because you gave them chlamydia. Who knows? Or, for or for like diplomacy purposes, yeah, like, maybe we can send each other musical power rock ballads, as a form of bridging the divide. I don't know, it's got to be better than like what we're doing like right now. There's an example of the dating thing you can send. So 1,000 Notes isn't just changing how we see and hear the world, it's changing how we feel about it. And at the low, low price of absolutely free, how can you afford not to participate in this global transformation? So go check it out because, in a world full of problems, sometimes the solution is a website that lets you put music to pictures for no particular reason. And together, I think we can make the world a slightly more confusing, but definitely more musical place. Thank you.